Welcome everybody, and welcome to Iowa Plains View, and welcome to the Zero to Hero Challenge. This is a challenge that has been mustered up by our good friends of the channel, RustyMoney Gaming and Bruce's Gaming. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you are aware of those guys, but if you're not, please go and check them out. Awesome content creators. I will put a link to their channels in the description of this video down below. I've wanted to play this map for quite a while, ever since I saw our other good friend Chad at CBW Farms playing on it, but it came out on PC first. I was absolutely gutted that it didn't come out on all platforms, but it is here. And also, I've wanted to do one of the challenges for some time even, but it's either been sort of the wrong timing for me, or I've looked at some of the challenges and thought they sound a little bit too complicated for me. I just know I'm gonna mess them up or do something wrong, but this one sounds pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure it won't be straightforward. There's going to be some hiccups along the way, I should imagine, from myself. But yeah, awesome map. I'll quickly show you the map before we go into too much detail. So we are up here. Part of the rules is you do have to start off in start from scratch mode, which is why we have 500,000 in the bank, and also we do not start owning anything. Rather, is better English, isn't it? But we are up here, which is where the main starting farm and new farmer mode would be. I'll come back to all that, but yeah, awesome map. I like it. Very, very cool. Been wanting to play on there for a while. We'll go through the rules that has been set out, and I'll show you the settings that I've chosen. So basically, it is called Zero to Hero Challenge because the main goal at the end of it is to be a farmer with $1 million in the bank. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Yeah, so looking forward to it. Right, so the mod that we do need to have downloaded is a Start from Zero mod, which is by our other good friend Yos Modding. I'll go into that in a little bit more detail. We're in start from scratch mode, like I say. Now economy, it does say normal or hard, so that is your choice, and again I'll show you my settings, and it says all other settings your choice. Again, I will show you in a second. And I'm reading all these rules off of Rusty's Discord. He does have some sort of channels set out for each challenge that's going or has been going, with all rules, and people can post in there, but I'm reading the rules off of there. It says mods. Yes, you're allowed mods. The only mod you're not allowed, and I think that's fair game, is the government subsidy sign, so I've deactivated that. DLCs, yes, as well. I haven't got precision farming going. We're just going to go normal. You are allowed to lease items, and then it says for loans, you are allowed a loan, but only after you have paid off the initial $200,000 debt that you start off with in start from scratch mode. So if you guys even are not familiar with start from scratch mode, if we come down to our finances, bottom right, you do start off with 500,000, but you have got a loan of 200,000, so we need to pay that off if we want to borrow any more money. And then it says after that, you can borrow more, another 200,000 or up to each time following, but obviously you need to keep paying it off before you can borrow any more. And then it says how to start. Obviously start from scratch. You need to buy free land by the vehicle shop, which we'll do in a second. And then we need to buy and place the $500,000 start from zero mod, which is gonna obviously subtract $500,000 from our account, so we will have nothing in a second, hence the Zero to Hero. And then to finish, there is some stages, and it says these can be done in any order. So stage 1, and like I say, it says stage 1, but you can do them in any order. You need to pay off your debt, so you are debt free at the end of it. Stage 2, You need to buy both main farm plots, upper right corner of map. These are the ones that I've just showed you. So we are up here. Click on that. It is this plot here for 105,612, and this plot across the road 164,820. So not cheap, but obviously doable. And then once you own those plots, you need to build yourself a small farm, which must consist of a farmhouse, one shed, one silo, and one animal pen. It can be any mod or whatever you want to choose of those, which is nice. And then stage 3 is to be a $1 million farmer. Right. I'm really excited about this. I know I'm going to mess up probably, and if I make any mistakes or do something wrong, I'm pretty sure Rusty's going to be on me straight away telling me off, but we will go for it. Right, settings, what I've chosen. So we have called it 0 to Hero Challenge. That's obviously just for myself. I will be sort of going backwards and forwards with the time, maybe speeding a bit up here and there. Economic difficulty, I've gone for normal. I know that might be a bit of a cop out, but we're going for normal. Traffic is on. I've turned seasons off. We're gonna go with 1 day per month. I think that's off. I've turned snow off as well. Crop destruction is on. Periodic ploughing is on. Field stones I've turned off. Lime is on, and so is weeds off, because I don't want to be dealing with them. I know some people will go, oh, you're making it too easy, but it's not going to be that easy, I don't think. And then everything else, this is just sort of standard, isn't it? Most of us know about that. Yeah, so very cool. Right, let's crack on with what we need to do. Now, if you're not aware of this map, there is quite a few areas on here. Now, this is the area that it talks about in the rules. If I click on that, that has got a value of 0. So we need to buy that because that is part of the rule. And we need to place that 0 to, not 0 to hero. Yeah, anyway, we'll place that in a minute. I've forgotten what I was going to say. But on this map, there's a lot of places and pieces of land that are the similar value and nothing. So over here, for instance, 0, this little plot there, this plot here, which has got quite a few trees in there, 0. Down here, there's quite a few trees. That takes in this sort of area here, and also the road system and the stream or river that runs up through there. This plot here, this big lake, 0. Most of the sale points and production areas are 0. There is 2 sort of proper forestry areas. They are not 0, obviously, because that would be too easy. This plot here is 0. The shop is 0. And this plot up here is of quite interest to me, but we won't be doing anything with that just yet. 57,064. But yeah, plenty of opportunity, plenty of plots of land that you can get for free. So we will probably be taking advantage of those as we go. Right, we've bought that plot of land. Let's hop on over to the vehicle shop because it's easier. Now we need to go up in build mode. I'm not quite sure exactly if we have to place it here, but I'm going to because I saw Rusty in his setup video do it. So we are going to play by the rules. We need to find, these are the guys here. So there's 3 there. Obviously, depending on what mode you're in, it will reduce your money, but we want the start from scratch one. Now it is invisible. I don't think it's got any collisions on it, but it's going to cost us 500 grand. We'll place it down. Basically, we are brassic, skint, potless. No money at all. So what are we going to do? We are going to have to do some contracts. What have we got? Wow, look at that. Field 1 harvesting. What is that? Wheat. That is a huge field. Over there. Oh my goodness. Right. I wasn't expecting to jump into it straight away as quick as that. As you can see, over on this plot where we place this 0 thing, there's quite a few trees on here. So that's going to be another thing I think we're going to go down the route of, is probably getting rid of these trees. They're not the best of trees. There is a couple of oak trees in here, like there and there. But I think any trees that we get rid of, just mainly because of quickness and because they're not very nice trees, we will be wood chipping them straight away. So that's going to be another thing. That's quite a nice little area there. Maybe we could get a field going on there or something like that. But I think there's plenty of opportunity to do things. Right, let's get that contract before that disappears. We're going to go straight in and get that one. So we'll have to borrow the items because we do not have anything. At least we've got a truck and a trailer. So that's nice. The water mill, let's borrow items. That is active. Awesome. Right, we will jump across. I tell you what, let's take the truck down there. Ooh. That's probably the only thing I don't like about this map, is when they put the equipment out, it is very close to that fence. And I'm pretty sure you can't get rid of that, even with owning the plot of land. See, look, I've got to get round there now. Right, let's put our map on. Where is one again? So right and then straight down. I wonder if we could, oh no, ha! See, there we go, nearly slipped up already. Then I was going to say, I wonder if we could get a worker to take this down there, but we haven't got any money. So we can't do that. So we'll head on down. Whoa, why have you suddenly stopped there? Okay. There's another field there, look, ready to go. Harvest. I'm hoping we can pick up quite a few contracts early on. Like I say, I do have some ideas of how I could do this. I've had a few days to think about it. Probably sounds a bit sad, but I have. Right, let's put that there. Now, I will be doing some jumping across like this because it's not like a role-playing let's play video that sometimes I do or I've got going. And we're still going to be doing that as well, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm not giving up on any series or anything like that. Now, that is annoying, isn't it? That is round the other way. So we need to get this. Come on. We need to get this around and onto there. I'm really not a fan of header trailers. I don't mind the Draper ones because they're easy. Is that going to snap into position? Probably not. At least we've got a decent size harvester as well. We've got a truck and a trailer. Now, can we get all the way around there without causing too much trouble? Yes, awesome. Right, whether we can get out of here is another matter. And we're off. Let's get some beacons going. These cars are braking very weirdly. Right, let's head on down there. Do really love this area on the left there. It's like a big sort of greenhouse conservatory where you can have a nice cup of tea and a slice of cake. I have done a map tour on this map as well. If I remember, I will put a link to that in the description as well, so feel free to go and check that out, guys. Oh, there's a couple of signs here. Can we get in there? Yes, at least we've got quite a bit of room here to mess about with. Right, beacons off. Let's unfold that harvester. So we are going to obviously have to do all of this contract ourselves. It is going to take some time. Another thing I just thought of is, and I've not done this yet, but there is that mod where I'm hoping we should be able to steal the straw that is left. So straight away we need to... Is it that one? Let's see. I think I pressed the right button. No, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. Right, let's put the help menu on. I always get this button messed up. There we go. Pressed everyone but right, I think. There we go. We've got it. We've got a nice straw swath going. Right, we'll turn that back off because don't need it for everything. Look at this field though, guys. This is gonna take some doing. So it probably will be a little bit, you know, jumping here and there. I think it's even too big to do a bit of a time lapse, to be honest with you, at 6 miles per hour. So I will probably see you. I'll bring you back in, I think, when we're... Well, hopefully when we get to the stage where we get to sort of sell off and keep some of the wheat ourselves, if that makes sense. I don't think we're going to keep it. I mean, we've got nowhere to store it or anything like that, so we're just going to sell it. That's obviously going to be a bit of extra income for us, but as you can see, it is going to take us quite a while, guys. So I will see you soon, hopefully. Right, we've got our first full load in the lorry. We haven't even scratched the surface, really. I've done one pass round the outside, the headland, and literally gone down and come up, not even managed to fall up again. There's still some in the harvest. This is going to take some doing, but we haven't got a lot of choice. I know we could have taken on these, but they're not as good like as paying out. We probably obviously would have got them done a lot quicker, but I think this is going to be worth it. We're going to get quite a lot off of the actual contract itself, and then whatever wheat's left over, we are just going to literally sell it. And also, whilst I was harvesting down this way, I thought the only way you could get to the watermill was via this road, but you can actually cut through these fields. There's just a bit of grassland, and there is actually a sort of track, I guess, scuffed up bit of road just about where that car is. So we're going to head down there. I think what I'll do is I'll just tip it and then I'll get back to it again. But monstrous field. How much is that field, just out of interest? Not that one. 904,000. Wow. That's almost at our goal that we are aiming for. Right, so yeah, no harm in cutting through here at all. We don't have to stick on the roads. In fact, this has got quite... I'll tell you what. There's a house there as well, isn't there? We are going to need some sort of sleep trigger going on. And there's quite a bit of room down here. Because I was thinking about that straw. I was thinking, well, obviously if we pick that up, where are we going to put it? So we're going to need to put a silo down. So that plot of land, I'll tell you what, let's just buy up all the plots that are actually 0. And then we kind of know where we stand, don't we? And then you guys can see how much land you can actually get for free. Even that little plot and that plot, I think that as well. All the fuel station we can nab. I think that is it. So that's the BGA, so we can't do that. You need to actually buy it from there. Oh, there's the train. So yeah, look at all that we can actually purchase for free. So that is quite remarkable, really. There is another little house on this plot here, which again, if you want to go down that route of having a sort of house to start with, that's quite ideal doing that. But I'm thinking this is quite a big area here. So the cogs are turning in my head, which can be dangerous. Anyway, I've got a bit of a plan. I need to kind of put it into action a little bit. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, it doesn't actually say it on Rusty's rules, but it is in his setup video. So again, if you want to see how to set up properly, check out Rusty's setup video on his channel. Collectibles, there is 20 collectibles on here. They are the game cartridges, so they're worth 50,000 each. We are allowed to pick them up. Now I'm not gonna go out of my way to do that. I wonder if there's any down here. Let's have a quick look. But yeah, I'm not gonna go actively searching for them. Like, well, I'm kind of contradicting myself now, aren't I? But you know what I mean. I'm not gonna go, oh, I wonder if there's one over there, which I'm not making any sense, because I am literally doing what I am just trying to tell you. But you know, if we come to a place like this, now I haven't driven here in the hope, oh look, there we go, in the hope that there is one. We had to come here to deliver that. So if we come to a place like this, I might have a snoop around, but I don't want to make it too easy for us. So we've already got 50 grand. Wow. Right, I'm going to carry on with this, guys. I will bring you back in again, like I say, when I feel that we're probably at the point where we can start making some money off of the wheat. So I will see you later. Right, welcome back, guys. We are almost done. It has been a mammoth task. Confession time. Two things. I feel a little bit bad about the first one, although, well, you'll understand. I swapped out the original header. I got exactly the same header, same size, but I went for the tool height control mod one, so it allowed us to harvest this a bit quicker. Hasn't always been top speed. Harvester will go to 26 miles per hour, because especially down this end of the field, it's very up and down, as you can see. And also the trailer on the back of the truck there, I swapped that out and got the unrealistic capacity of the Silage Boss trailer. As you can see, that has a total capacity of 260,000 litres. But the time has stayed on real time, and it's still taken me this long to do this field, which is insane. As you can see, we are harvesting at quite a rapid speed, but Harvester only holds 12,500 litres, so it's kind of stopping pretty quick straight away. We're lucky if we get a full length done before we're full of the field. And there's a ton of straw here. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with it. I think we're going to take advantage of it and get some sort of production going. I've got a couple of ideas ahead, but we will need space. Obviously we do have some free land, but there's quite a few trees on some of it, so that could be a little issue. What I'm thinking is down where the watermill is, plonking a silo down there just so we can store things until we're ready to buy the production and move on like that. I think that could be a good bet, because like I said earlier, there is a fair bit of room down on that watermill area and it's reasonably flat in places. I had a little look earlier. I've already delivered one full load of that silage boss trailer down there, so you can imagine how much has come off this field. It's mad. But anyway, that is the last drop. So let's back that up. And we will dump that into there like so. And I'm pretty sure we've got over 100,000 litres now in this trailer. And what I'm going to do is keep hold of this equipment, because that's going to help us pick up this straw. So we'll get the harvester out of the way, pop that down for safety, fold it up. So how much did we end up with? 116,747 litres. Whoa. And like I say, we've already dumped a full load of this trailer down there. Madness. Anyway, let's go and finish the contract. I'm hoping we've got 96% there. I'm pretty sure earlier when I dumped that load it said 74% transported. So it's still going to take a fair whack off of us, I think, before we start getting paid. But I'm hoping we do get something from it. We should do. We will get something from it. But is it going to be good? I'm not sure whether they've changed any of the harvesting contracts in any of the more recent updates. Because before you did used to get quite a nice chunk left over. And if you were crafty enough, you could keep it back. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll get rid of this. We'll see what we end up with. And we'll put this silo down. But I'm thinking down here, it's a bit of a shame really, because obviously one of the requirements for the main farm area that we have to buy is to have a silo down up here. So we are going to be putting a silo down now. Now I could go round getting some more collectibles so that we could buy one of those chunks already. I think this is the cheapest one, 105,000. But I don't want to do things too easy on here. Anyway, let's have a quick look. Please give us some decent money. Come on, come on. Please. Oh, there we go. It's taking it. Ah, that's not too bad. I'm okay with that. 21,789. Happy days. Right. I'm thinking this area here looks nice and flat. As long as we don't go too near that field. Also, over here is pretty good. But that is such a nice view around that lake. We don't want to ruin that with a silo, do we? So, if we go into silos, Now, I've used this guy before. It is an awesome silo, but it is very cheap, and that's the only reason why I'm going that again. That is part of the Trailer Farm Buildings Pack mod. 5 million litre capacity, so that is awesome. And I'm thinking we could probably have it going over the track. It won't matter. Want it as cheap as we can get. Wow, look at that. I'll tell you what, we're going to go like that, guys, I think. Let's plonk it there. 5 grand. Bang on. Happy days. Right. We do have a silo. So we can store things now, which is good. What I'm going to do is head on up to the shop. And like I said, we're going to keep hold of this truck because I know for a fact the front lifter mod attaches to this truck. And then we're going to grab hold of that forage pickup thingamajiggy, which allows you to steal straw from contracts. And we're going to pick all that straw up. We're going to dump it in our silo until we are ready to do something with it. So that is the plan. So there's the original header. I went back up the shop with the harvester and trailer to grab the modded in one. But yeah. Another thing as well I was going to say, I know a few of the guys I'm friendly with and follow are doing this challenge. I'm going to try and refrain from watching their videos because I don't want to be influenced by anything. I normally try and watch and support as much of the guys as I can, but for this or these purposes I'm probably going to refrain from that. So apologies guys if you're watching me, but I just don't want to be swayed or influenced too much. Right, we're going to should we buy it? I don't think we need to buy it. We're just going to lease that. It shouldn't be a lot. 127 pounds, dollars even, sorry, we are in America. And what else do I need? I think this is in forage harvester headers. Is it? No, it's not, is it? I thought it was in here. It's actually in belt systems. There it is. How random. Right, again, we're going to lease that. We don't need to do anything to it. 65 grand. So that's 3,315. A little bit pricey, but it is going to be worth it, I think. Right, that's been... Let's disconnect that trailer because I think this is going to work better like that. So this should hook up. I know it should. There we go. We've got a front lifter now on the front of our truck. Happy days. We need to hook up to this guy. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have done this method already. This is actually the first time I have done this as well on a video. I know it can be done. I've seen some of the guys doing it. So we are going to... let's get that pipe out of the way. Because it did not like that at all, did it? Right, let's head on back down to that field. Hopefully it shouldn't take us too long to pick up the straw. Right, we'll start over this far side and see how we get on. I quite like the way that road disappears up there though. That's the edge of the map. I like that on maps. That's pretty cool. Right, let's get going. Let's turn this on and lower it down. Lower. Oh, I'm on the front lifter, aren't I? There we go. So off we go. Look at that. Happy days. And we can go pretty quick. Well, 16 miles per hour, but that's not bad, is it? So again, this is going to be a job that's going to take quite a while. But there's a ton of straw. An absolute ton. Look at it. What I'll probably do is bring you back in. We've almost got a full load, and we'll go and dump that into our new silo. And then I will finish off this task because it is going to take a while. And we've also got these big sort of lumps and bumps of straw where the harvester's obviously finished. Or been fully loaded and we've had to unload into the trailer. But yeah, look at that, we're only at 17%, so it's definitely worth it, I think, in grabbing this trailer. Because if we'd have kept the original one, we'd have been almost full by now. We'll try and get as much as we can. Oh, that's good, it picks it up in reverse as well. That's nice. So we'll carry on doing the headland. Got quite a nice pickup on this, actually. Quite impressed. Happy days though, picking up straw from contracts. That is something we've not been able to do on console before. Well chuffed with that. Right, anyway, I'll get this done. I'll get a full load. And then visit the silo. Look at how sloped that is though, look. That was a mission, trying to harvest that bit. Right. For some reason it won't let us do a full load. So we are just shy. We've got 86% though in there, which is still 224,937 litres of straw. Just fantastic. And look, we haven't even touched the sides. Literally been around the outside and I think just down that strip. So that is going to be mad how much we're going to get off of this field. We'll dump that into the silo though. I'm probably going to pick the rest up off camera, and I possibly may do, I've just been looking, there is a couple more pretty good priced harvesting contracts. We could keep hold of that original equipment. We could just accept these two contracts, 21 and 29. Where are they? 21's there. That's wheat again, so we could get straw again off of that field. And 29 is there again, wheat as well. Wow. That is gonna be quite a lot of straw. May change my mind. There's also though, look at these ploughing contracts, 22, 7 and 3. Just goes to show the size of the fields on here. But what I would do with them is definitely not use a plough which they're showing in the contracts. I'd want to go for something like one of these guys. So 22 meters or 26 meters. Obviously, you're going to need the horsepower for the tractors. Or even this guy. Turn it around the other way so you can go slightly faster. So that would be 9 meters. That would be pretty good. That's if we take on those. I possibly will do a few more contracts off camera, but before the next episode starts I will tell you what we've done and talk you through it. We will be keeping our eye on the used machinery. Oh, there's a little Massey there. 39,150 horsepower. Not too bad, but not really the kind of oomph that paintwork, look at that. I'm guessing that's done quite a few hours. 13.8, not too bad then actually. Yeah, I don't think that's beefy enough for us, to be honest with you. I mean, if we can get ourselves quite a decent tractor from the off, that could probably be our tractor then for most of this series, I would have thought, or most of this challenge, should I say. I think that is field 29. Yes, it is. So again, a very good size. I'm wondering if that is... No, that's the grain selling station. It would be, wouldn't it? I was hoping it was going to be the water mill again, because that is literally the water mill and our silo right next to each other. So where's this guy? That's the water mill, but that's a bit further down the map. Not a problem though. I mean, it's not a huge map. I will have a think, but I probably will do a few more contracts off camera. I won't get any collectibles. Even if I spot one, I will remember where it is. I will not grab it, because I don't want you coming in for episode 2 and I've got about 500 grand in the bank. So that's not going to happen. Anyway, let's dump that in there. But if obviously I do take on those other harvesting contracts, it's definitely going to be worth it keeping hold of this sort of setup if we're going to be grabbing the straw off of those. But there you go. I think we'll leave it there. That is episode 1, the kind of setting up, talking you through it. If you're not aware of the challenge, that is where we are at. That is where we need to be at the end of the challenge, like I said at the very start. Looking forward to it. We do have 52 grand in the bank already, but obviously we do have that loan over our heads, so that needs to be paid off as well at some point. Just wondering why that says construction. Oh yes, of course. It was because we put down the start from scratch thing in our silo, wasn't it? Me being stupid. Right, guys. I'm going to leave it on that note because I'm trying to overthink things too much. Yeah, looking forward to this challenge. Please let me know if you enjoying it or looking forward to it. If you're doing it yourself, any comments are much appreciated. If you have liked this video though, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.